Hello and welcome to Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. First phase of entrance examination 2014 concludes. Department of Linguistics holds 8th International Students' Conference of Linguistics in India, and Markaz-e-Noor Center in collaboration with Academic Staff College organizes seminar on Sheikhul Alam. Now the details of these events with your host Bisma Hamid. The first phase of entrance examination 2014 concluded successfully with around 36,000 candidates competing for 3,000 seats. During the first phase of examinations, not only students but university authorities felt the pinch of weather as they had to regularly postpone examinations for the safety of students. Despite that, the university was able to finish the first phase of entrance examination by 24th of March. Vice-Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed and Dean Academic Affairs Professor A.M. Shah along with other officials regularly inspected the examination centers. During one such inspection, while interacting with the Quest team, Vice-Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed expressed satisfaction over the conduct of examination.
I think examination is going on quite satisfactorily. I think more than 50% of the exams are over, and I think I'm quite happy with this, and I see that the students were doing well, they were busy, and everywhere the invigilators are there and they are taking care of the system very well. So it is quite satisfactory.
Professor Talat said that results are already out as university uploaded the keys of answer sheets in evening, and as such students know their results.
Every evening we upload the answer sheet. So people who are taking the exam, they know how they have done. And if there is any question, we can always get a feedback and then finalize. And in the meanwhile, we send the answer sheet also to the departments and then get their feedback.
Vice-Chancellor admitted that there were some hiccups during the examination which they have sorted out.
Only one subject there is problem, otherwise out of say 100, if you have one or two questions wrong, that also we are trying to improve upon. There was some problem in one paper which we have taken action, corrective measure. So otherwise I don't think there is any big issue about having wrong keys or wrong questions.
He said that despite weather causing problems, the university is trying hard not to waste a single day of students.
We want to do everything on time. We cannot afford to delay the this admission process because we have to start choice-based credit system from this semester. Then we have to have internal exams and all the other related affairs, which will be much more than what we were doing earlier. So we cannot afford to lose any day. So whether it is holiday or it is rainy day, we have to work. We cannot delay things for 5 or 10 students. Okay, they have to make ways to reach the place on time. Even we have allowed that if somebody comes because of some reason a bit late, they should be allowed, but I don't think it is very big number that we should worry about.
We also talked to Dean Academic Affairs Professor A.M. Shah, who assured that despite delays, the academic session wouldn't get delayed.
In fact, thank God we have been able to conduct the whole process very effectively. This year we had made advanced planning, but because of weather conditions, we have to in fact postpone some examination. But we rescheduled the examinations immediately, and thank God we have been able to conduct all these examinations so far very effectively. Near about 60% programs examinations we have almost completed, and in fact about 15 programs I'm talking about, we have also declared the result for those programs. Those results are also declared. And not only that, rather the students are appreciating this fact because we are giving them the photocopy of the OMR sheet they are taking home. In the evening, we are uploading the key. And once they receive the key, see the results, and we also are declaring the results within 1 or 2 days. And that is basically very helping the students to understand what is their performance. And I believe all people are satisfied with the arrangements, with all these things. And because of weather conditions, it was delayed by a few days, but we are trying to recover that. And inshallah, I'm hopeful that the academic session will start as per schedule.
Professor Shah said that they received few complaints about the examination on which they acted promptly and were duly rectified.
There has been no complaint except one paper. You see, about 20 papers examination we have conducted so far, and in only one paper there was a complaint regarding the key. We took a meeting of the expert committee, and expert committee suggested that there are few questions, we cancelled them. Because why these questions were cancelled, it is basically to be because in order to safeguard the merit of meritorious students, we have basically cancelled those questions, because other things remain same, because now it is not, these questions will not be counted, but we are awarding 1 mark for these questions to all candidates, means thereby the overall merit position will remain same. The purpose is to safeguard the merit of the meritorious students. And plus the thing is this thing that we are trying that the academic session should start on time. I would, because few students in fact missed examination yesterday or earlier, but I advise all students, this entrance examination is conducted only once. You cannot basically conduct it again and again, because today you conduct examination, tomorrow the result is declared, and you have to compete with large number of students. So there is no chance to conduct it. Although because of weather conditions we postponed examination for 3 days, but it cannot be postponed every time.
Professor Shah also informed us that from next year, university will try to hold entrance papers in PG centers as well.
We are basically, this year it was because of weather, because for the first time there was heavy snowfall in the month of March. But definitely we will be now planning for the next year. Once we will go for examination for next year, maybe we will start thinking about North and South campus, how to conduct examinations there, because for that we have to make some preparations. Inshallah, in next year I believe that we should be able to do that.
About the second phase of entrance examination, Dean Academic Affairs told us that notifications have already been issued and the examination for them would be conducted soon.
There are some programs wherein we are basically not conducting examination. If you see the today's newspaper, we have issued a notification. Earlier in the month of January, we have also issued like engineering program, like BBA, MBA integrated program. We are taking the UGAT score, our engineering program score. We have advised the candidate to appear for these examinations. Like in engineering, they have to appear for JEE examination. Similarly, for IMBA, they have to appear for UGAT examination. So we have advised them to appear for these examinations. And once in the month of May, we'll be declaring it, because we are waiting once the result of these central level examinations are declared. Once the results are declared, then we will be in a position to issue the notification and ask the candidates to give the merit they have obtained in that result, so that we'll be processing the result. And regarding MBA also, we are doing examination through MAT. So obviously, we have advised them to appear for the MAT examination, and once that examination is done and result is declared, we'll be issuing the notification for those programs. We have received about 36,000 applications for 40 programs so far, and we are expecting to receive about 10,000 more applications for the 10 programs, which we will be basically notifying in the month of May. So I expect around 40 to 40,000 applications will be received by the university this year for all our programs, which total count about 50 programs.
A lot of preparation goes behind for the smooth conduct of examination, for which university is given a little credit.
We have started advance 2 months back and done. You see, these are examination of 42 courses, and that too is being conducted within 10 days only. Examination of 6 courses is slated in the morning at 11, then this was at 1 p.m. another program, and right now the examination is going on for environmental science and Arabic. But what we do is in the evening, key will be uploaded, and we'll work for the night and try to declare the results, so that we want even 1 day is important for a candidate. Our objective is this, and we basically believe that the reward is from the God. Inshallah, we are doing it for these children. They are our own children. We are trying level best that their academic calendar should smoothen it, and they should come to the university as early as possible.
Department of Linguistics, in collaboration with the Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysore, organized 8th International Students' Conference of Linguistics in India. The Students' Conference of Linguistics in India is a 2-day international conference followed by 1-day workshop organized annually by the students of linguistics studying at various universities in India and abroad. Head, Department of Linguistics, Professor Adil Ahmed Kak, presented the welcome address.
Our institution is synonymous with commitment to academic excellence, which includes, among other things, a keenness to promote and even celebrate knowledge. And it's our firm commitment to promote knowledge through the medium of research. Scholarly is an annual event initiated in 2006. The idea of scholarly took a while to germinate. The concept of scholarly came as a novel area with focus on research scholars. with the research scholars presenting papers and chairing sessions, thereby providing an uninhibited platform to research students to share their research. Sconley aims to promote research activities among students of linguistics and is a step towards building a network of future generation of linguists for better, in-depth and wide-ranging work.
Deputy Director, Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysore, Professor Shiv Ramakrishna, while delivering keynote address, said that such conferences are important for the development of the language.
I hope this conference will give a lot of strength for potentiality to achieve the language targets, particularly in minority language, so that I request all of the friends and senior academicians to give the guidelines for the program. We had to prepare for just our friend Professor Adil Kauk. Is given for we had to give the advisory committee, executive committee has to be constituted for this program. It is necessary for the development of the SCON's forthcoming vision purpose. Just recently we had this program at Hyderabad for the new children literature purpose. We are connected for all Indian languages development for children's. M.K. Kaul is with us for the Kashmiri language, is given for the intellectuals and is given expectation for the program. Similarly, we want to develop 120 endangered languages, 22 8 scheduled languages, 120 tribal languages also we are adopting for the development of new children literature program also. Looking at the forthcoming vision, it is necessary so that we have any other ideas also for the last final session, the validity function, we can share for that program, can give advisory point of view.
Delivering the presidential address during the inaugural session of the conference, Professor M.A. Sophie of Mathematics Department connected language with mathematics.
Linguistics is the science of languages in as much as mathematics is the language of science. So you have the language of sciences and you have the science of language. That's what we know linguistics as the science of languages. Also, language is a universal concept, no matter what the language is, because everybody uses language as a form of communication. Precisely same is the case with mathematics. Further, mathematics like linguistics can be broken down into many different subcategories, such as algebra, geometry, analysis, topology, number theory, etc. Whereas mathematics and science are mediums used to understand how the world works, linguistics is no different. Forming a sentence is like forming an equation. In that sense, there is search for patterns that's witnessed surely in mathematics, but equally prominently in linguistics. In mathematics, we are told that it is the language of sciences, which it is. But more important than that, it is the science of patterns. The patterns that you see, that you encounter, that you witness on a routine basis, on a daily basis, be it in the world around us, be it in social situations, be it in politics, be it in elections.
Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmed Rishi advised Linguistic Department that they must cater to the needs of other students as well, so they also get benefited.
This Linguistics Department has to actually somehow not remain confined basically to those students who offer it as a course, who basically choose this linguistics as a course. Instead, they shall have to actually pave way for other students, particularly from sciences also, to have a small course, basically, say, in linguistics, so that we also understand as to how we should write good English, isn't it? What grammar is, so on and so forth. I mean, that would make it very, very important, isn't it, for us? I mean, by and large, quite often the reviewer, when we send a paper outside for review, they quite often write that you should send it to a native language reader also, isn't it, before you send it to us for its review. Although content may be good, it may be extraordinary research, great, but nevertheless they say that language is poor, isn't it? It does not communicate what you actually want to communicate. A native English speaker, it should be seen by somebody who has command over English, so on and so forth. Anyway, I mean, these are very important facets of a language, and I hope that you are going to actually discuss it.
Markaz-e-Noor Center for Sheikhul Alam Studies, in collaboration with Academic Staff College, organized a two-day seminar. The seminar, Sheikhul Alam, Icon of the Kashmiri Culture, was held at the conference hall of the Markaz-e-Noor Center. Director, Academic Staff College, Professor Farooq Fayaz, delivered the inaugural address of the two-day seminar.
So far, Academic Staff College is concerned, basically its main objective is to provide trainings to faculty members coming from different universities, different PG departments, affiliated colleges, and we have 3 types of trainings. Those are being offered by the college. One is refresher course in a subject specific. Then there is general orientation course for freshers. And then there is short-term courses for elite stakeholders.
Chairman Markaz-e-Noor Center Professor Bashar Bashir termed Sheikhul Alam as the archetype of Kashmiri culture.
ہماری تاریخ جو ہے کشمیر کی تاریخ کئی ہزار برسوں پر محیط ہے، ریکارڈڈ ہسٹری، اور اس سارے منظر نامے میں جب ہم علامت کی بات کہیں تو پہلا نام جو ذہن میں آتا ہے وہ حضرت شیخ العالم، اور آخری نام بھی. کسی بھی عالم، کسی بھی ان پڑھ، کسی بھی طبقے سے تعلق رکھنے والے آدمی سے باہر جا کر پوچھ لیجئے کہ اگر ہم کسی شخص کو کشمیری قوم کی علامت کہیں تو کون ہو سکتا ہے؟ شاید زیادہ دیر ہمیں 1 سیکنڈ 2 سیکنڈ ممکن ہے لگے، لیکن ہر کوئی شخص ایک دم بول اٹھے گا علمدار کشمیر شیخ العالم.
Retired High Court Judge Justice Bashir Ahmed Kirmani said that Sheikhul Alam went through 3 stages in his life, and the second stage of his life was fruitful and most endearing one.
جب وہ اس دائرے سے نکل آئے اور خالص اسلامی اور توحید کے دائرے میں آ گئے اور خود انہوں نے اعتراف کیا نندرش عرض کر شاہ ہمدانس جنت سے جمپانس سے، اور خود انہوں نے اپنی شاگردی کا اور اپنی بیعت کا اظہار کیا بڑے واشگاف الفاظ میں. اس پر بہت سارے لوگوں کے یہاں مختلف خیالات پائے جاتے ہیں. اب خیالات کا اختلاف تو ہو سکتا ہے، لیکن خیالات کو مختلف ہوتے ہوئے بھی خیالات کی سطح پر رکھنا ایک چیز ہے، اور اختلاف کو خیال پر حاوی کرنا دوسری چیز ہے. تو میں محض خیال کو خیال کی سطح پر رکھتے ہوئے یہ کہنے کی کوشش کر رہا ہوں کہ حضرت شیخ کی زندگی کا جو یہ دوسرا دور تھا اس میں شیو مت کے اثرات جو ان کی شاعری، ان کے ذہن، ان کے فکری کنواس پر تھے وہ اس طرح دھل گئے کہ تقریباً ان کا کوئی حصہ ان کی شخصیت میں موجود نہیں رہا.
Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed, while presiding the inaugural session of the seminar, told audience that Sheikhul Alam was much ahead of his times. Professor Talat termed Sheikhul Alam as a great educationist, environmentalist, economist, philosopher and spiritual leader.
I see that Sheikhul Alam was a visionary, much ahead of his time, in the sense that he talked about saving the greenery, saving the trees when Kashmir was full of jungles. And he mentioned that if we want to have rice and if we want to have your food, you should preserve the forests. So he was much ahead. Now we are talking about forestation and afforestation and deforestation that he was thinking 600 years before. So that was something great. And then I was scanning through the program that you have. So he has contributed towards culture and towards economics, okay, day-to-day life, and then Ruhaniyat, of course. So all these things make him real alamdar of the Kashmir, I'll say the whole of the country.
Assistant Professor Markaz-e-Noor Dr. Aziz Hajini conducted the proceedings of the inaugural function.
I feel privileged to extend warm welcome to all of you to this 2-day seminar on the topic Sheikhul Alam, Icon of Kashmir Culture. The business of the seminar will be done after this inaugural session.
With this, we come to the end of today's program. To watch all our episodes of Quest, log on to our website emmrckashmir.com. Mail us your suggestions at our email address quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. The work of reporters has become confused with the work of preachers, revivalists, prophets and agitators.